Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Soldier with Revolution Overwatch. We have another exciting game tonight with a team that literally just played last night and playing again tonight. That would be the Chocobros versus Helios Diem. And just like last night, these are two very OG teams. Helios Diem has been with us for, I don't know, a year and some months now, and this Chocobros is essentially Kaizen 2.0. So they've been on and off throughout through the existence of our community, but the members themselves have been kind of around for about a year and a month or so as well. So everybody here knows each other very, very well, and they're gonna just meme the hell out of each other in the middle of the game. I'll absolutely have to mute chat, and that way no one can see what the heck is going on there. But anyways, I'm excited to see these guys play. I have two great casters with me today. We initially were supposed to have Speed Lemon, but we think he fell asleep, so luckily we have some backups. We have the great Bite Me with us, and we have Shy Guy. Shy Guy being our color caster extraordinaire. He's always around. He's always been a solid guy for us. And then with Bite Me, he's a fairly new caster, but he's pretty good with what experience he has. So let's see if we can get them unmuted here and see if they're done blabbing their mouth in the background, and we'll get this game underway. Alright, and as promised, we have the lovely Shy Guy and Bite Me that were I had muted in the background because they were having an excellent conversation. If you guys want to say hello to everybody that is on stream.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, everybody? Good to be back.
I let them know about Speed Lemon falling asleep.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, Speed Lemon not Mr. Reliable here. So we called the audible. We put up the bat signal, and Biteman was just there immediately, ready to go, just at the drop of a hat. So I appreciate it, my dude.
It's like, anyone want to play Bastion?
So we're gonna have a pretty interesting game here tonight. A Division 1 matchup between the Chocobros and Helios Diem, two teams that are probably very familiar to most of our audience, or at least a lot of the names on these teams will be.
Sure, Pikachu's pretty familiar. Oh, wait, yeah. Do we have to censor that? Do we have to censor that?
I think we'll get away with it.
What happens when he goes into Owl? What's gonna happen when he goes in Shanghai Dragons?
I don't know. Would Nintendo be okay with that, like being on a Blizzard product? That's a competitor.
What if the best player in the world, and you're a household name? It's oh yeah, Pikachu. It's which Pikachu?
There's gotta be someone like that who already exists, who has a name like that. I can't think of anybody, at least not in Overwatch, but I'm sure in esports someone has a name that has gotten famous enough. You almost kind of have it with Sonic Fox. He has Sonic in his name, but not quite. While we stew on that, let's get right into it here on Lijiang Tower, starting things off on Control Center.
Server room brings back bad memories, but the high ground's just so good.
Yeah, this is going to be a very fun map. It plays way different than the other 2 points here on Lijiang Tower. A lot more close quarters combat. This has always been a place where tanks really kind of reign supreme, but that has started to open up like a lot of things have recently in Overwatch in terms of the meta, in terms of what teams are willing to play. And of course, it's no surprise to see Xerxes breaking out the Pharah, even here on Control Center.
Oh my god, I just have... Whoa, are you okay, they're not right, but Danny's on the other... I've seen Danny play. I casted his game just yesterday. I wouldn't really be wanting to run Pharah against Danny right now.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Xerxes wants to run Pharah against literally everything. It does not matter what is on the other side. He is more than likely going to be up in the skies raining down rockets. Now, how successful that will be remains to be seen. Danny's going to do his best to stop it.
But he gets sniped. Sit down. Kaya's gonna get the quick snipe off. We do see Team Helios come in from server room, getting a lot of that high ground right there. Xerxes dealing the damage. As soon as Danny's out, you're gonna see him up in the sky, gonna be doing a lot of damage. So right now they're pushing back. Great team play, great rotation.
Yeah, absolutely. Just getting that lone pickoff is enough to get the ball rolling for Helios Diem. They get first control. They get a stagger kill there onto Danny. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
They're gonna play really aggressive right now. I just love when players play super aggressive. It just allows, like you see right here, it's a wall. It's almost impenetrable. They need to go in with something, or they need to use Reinhardt's. They need to do something with Reinhardt right now to go in, or it's gonna be like a dead wall. They're gonna have a really hard time getting in.
Yeah, they are able to kind of slowly make their way in and start pushing back Helios Diem. The retreat is on, but they've got space to give.
Yeah, I think it was definitely because of that Tracer coming in the back line, distracting the healers and distracting Zelios. Much of anything else, we do see Pikachu swinging around his hammer, opening up Magi like he's a goddamn... killing up Magikarp like he's straight up a pinata, like any Pokemon god. Here we do see Xerxes bring down the barrage right now, just completely destroying the other team.
Gets a sleep dart for his troubles, but earns that nap for sure, as Helios just continue to make life difficult for the Chocobros. They can't even really put together a cohesive attack right now. They just constantly keep losing members on their way in. Now they've got some tools to make stuff happen.
That was a great halt right there, just completely ceasing the enemy team, and then straight up giving the Reinhardt a good one for his money. We do see some spam damage coming out from Team Carpe, not Team Carpe, from Team Chocobros, but it just doesn't seem like it's really connecting.
No, they're having a really tough time right now. Etherblade hasn't really been able to manage a whole lot of damage on that Junkrat. Just now up to his first Riptire of the game. That's one of many tools that they have to try to come in here and get the flip, but it's now or never.
Yeah, the bongos come out, not to mention the shields come out, and they're trying to do whatever they possibly can. We see sleeps come out, sleeps connect, but not that good, as Pikachu's trying to use a super effective move against Magikarp, but it's just not doing anything. As Chocobros falls down one by one, so obviously gonna be going to Carpe.
Yeah, well, Helios Diem now for now getting pushed back. Actually, Pikachu able to stay alive on the point with the help of Cake Pop, the Ana laying in so much healing there towards the end of that fight, that Chocobro is able to turn things around a little bit there. But now they've got a long climb if they want to get back into this. They cannot afford to lose a single fight.
Definitely, and like I said, I love when you see teams play really aggressive. Chocobros holding up right here on the choke means that they're not gonna be doing anything, especially the halt hook combo, which you see every single game, every single day, just doesn't really work out. But this damage coming in is gonna work out though, and like I said, that long climb, well, it has a long fall as well, and exactly what's happening. Losing this first fight means that they're going to be put in a really bad position. They need to figure out a way to sort of contest this point right now, but Xerxes is not even going to think about it. Completely smashing the enemy team. This Lucio Pano, no Lucio tricks here. He says, Chip, taking everyone out. They're going to try popping up whatever else they can, but it's not going to just prove not effective, as the first map will be going to Helios.
Yeah, they try to charge in right into the waiting arms of Xerxes with that barrage to close things off. The stall is valiant in terms of the effort here for Chocobros, but it's not happening here. No chance to get back into this one. And there we go. After a good effort, they do eventually get forced off the point. 1-0 up for Helios Diem with a very convincing showing there on Control Center.
Yeah, that was great. I was sort of expecting, you know, when you see that contest coming, you're like, oh, it's about to end. But just keep on going. It just doesn't end.
This is the stall that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends.
And some of these poor kids have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
I know, probably. I might be showing my age with that reference there a little bit. But we're going over to Gardens, where once again, Helios Diem breaking out the Pharah. This time Kaya going to be joining Xerxes picking up the other Shimada bro this time, the Genji.
This is like a lot more open map so far. Should be working out a lot easier right now. We do see, both the Orisas try to shield. They do have the Danny gets picked off really quick, but a nice hook from Magikarp right there sort of allows them to get the first few picks, and they're gonna sort of try to snowball on this right now. Xerneas gonna get another 2 kills off, and I think probably one of the more critical players on the team right now. So Carpe Bro should probably be looking around to back up, but they're not going to do the exact opposite, fighting off with every little thing they hand. We have a little tug of war fight right here. Lucio and Diva doing as they possibly can, but that healer is not going to feel up as Chocobros is going to be taking the first point.
Yeah, right there, Ponyo really just pops off towards the end of that fight, slowly but surely, isolating members of Helios Diem. They didn't really have the sustainability to stick it out in that one. So a good start here for Chocobros as they look to turn things around a little bit on Lijiang Tower.
As we see the next fight come in. Oh, great CC I just saw from Danny, but just to connect that well as Xerneas just goes up behind and just decimates, just blenders the entire team. They try to do whatever they can on point, but it's just not going to work out. Kaya just already popped off. The Dragon Blade comes in. Pinatas, you know the rest.
Exactly. Good quick retake there for Helios. You didn't allow much stall to come through from the Chocobro, so only 32% on the board right now. That is a fantastic retake to get yourself back into this one and really start to take control of the series, especially with the ults that you have online.
And they're going to go high ground. Try throwing in a nuke right now, but the self-destruct. Ooh, it's going to connect with Iron Sheik right there. Ooh, that's going to prove to be a little bit bad. They did lose the nano right there, but hopefully it doesn't fare too well as the bongos are going to come out. They're just trying to do whatever they possibly can. But the picks, I just don't think are working out. Danny here is going to be pumping a lot of damage into the enemy team. Got to watch out because he's about to get sniped out, but doesn't. Barely escaping the shots of Danny right there. I'd honestly say that this is really another one of those tug-of-war battles. We do see a res coming out right now. You should be watching out for it right now. Is Pikachu sitting up in the middle with his shield, dealing up so much damage. They won't be able to contest that at all, and they should be taking point back here, but it's just not seeming like anyone's budging. Neither team really wants to leave the situation empty-handed, and I'd be honest, God, with Helios on 50, almost 60%, and Chocobros wanting to recap the points, do whatever they possibly can, but it just doesn't seem to be working out for them. They're applying all the pressure they possibly can, but nothing is connecting, and that will be another defended point for Helios.
Magikarp able to stall things out for so long. What looked like a lost fight there for Helios Diem. They're able to turn things around. All those ultimates came out pretty early from Chocobros, and once they used them, they didn't have anything left. And now this stagger on the Ponyo. Yeah. Absolutely brutal.
Thought he was gonna go jump off real quick, but he didn't.
Yeah, he eventually found his way to the grave, but just now respawning, and his team needs to be on the point now. Yeah,
you didn't see the switch off from Danny onto Widowmaker. I think they just want to deal that far up. But as we hit 90%, 99%, Xerneas is getting he's a little bit too good right now. He's getting nerfed by Ponyo though, so they should move whatever they possibly can, but the damage is a little bit too much on Helios right now, and Chocobros really doesn't have any answer to it. I mean, they're putting a lot of valiant effort in, but nothing seems to be connecting for them.
Nope, they are not going to be able to flip this one back. A little bit of a better performance here on guard than we saw on Control Center. Got the first fight win, but never able to get anything decisive after that. They would get one or two pickoffs, but never quite able to capitalize on that and really push Helios Diem off of the point at any time there on Night Market. So well played by Helios though. They really know how to play around Xerxes and his Pharah, and they really enabled him on this map.
Oh my god, it's such a good, just coming up behind the team. Honestly, I think it's Xerxes who's gonna be dealing watching Xerxes play. I thought Danny was gonna be a huge problem for him, but I think he's able to sort of outmaneuver Danny. Get in the right spots.
Certainly, I mean, the smart Pharahs are the kinds of players who they know how every angle works. When they're flying up in the air, they know which buildings they can easily hide behind. They know where the concussion rocket spots are. They know how to maneuver around the map to avoid the sight lines of someone like Danny. And when the McCree is not enough of an answer, we saw him try to go to the Widowmaker, but you still have to find the angles and hit your shots, which can be a little bit difficult at times.
Mm-hmm. I've seen Danny perform. He's a really great player, but I think that it's sort of rock paper scissors when you think paper should beat rock, but then rock's like, nah, I got this.
Sometimes the rock just smashes through the paper. It's a rock. It can do that. Paper's not that strong. I'll be honest. The game never made sense to me in the first place, but I digress. So far, Chocobros having some issues with Xerxes, but there's still plenty of time in this series for them to turn things around. And let's point out here quickly that Chocobros are missing one of their most important players on this team. Their main tank, Ignored Pie, is on vacation right now and unable to play from Hawaii, obviously. I can't blame him for that. So this is a little bit of a weaker Chocobros team than we would normally see. They don't have one of their centerpieces.
Mm-hmm. But they have Cake Pop. It's like Ignored Pie, but like an unignored pop.
Fair.
I mean,
Cake Pop that you bite into it, and you're like, it's gonna be cake, but then it's cheese.
You guys can call it what it is. Ignored Pie is their carry. I mean, you don't have to dance around it.
Hey, the dude is a monster. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I definitely think him not being here makes a huge difference to their team. A main tank is, in my mind, one of the harder positions to really substitute in, because it's such kind of an individual position. Everybody has a different style playing main tank, and it really dictates a lot of how your team plays. If your main tank is incredibly aggressive, your team is going to be built around kind of enabling that. And if they're passive, the same thing is going to be true. So, it can be very hard to just sub someone else in, especially when it looks like, based off that first map, it was Pikachu, right, who was playing main tank for them, who is by no means a tank main.
Yeah. Now, I'm personally subscribed to the fact that tanks should unbind their S key. The S key just shouldn't
And the
exist
shift
on
key
the
if you're
main
Reinhardt.
tanks. Honestly, like maybe even
No. You need the shift. You need to be able to go forward all the time, and that's going forward faster. So it's obviously better.
No. Here. You need to rebind S key to W, so you have two W's. Someone they think they're gonna back up and then hit S, and they keep on going forward.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I'm one to. I used to be a tank main myself, and tank, or at least main tank, is certainly one of two things. It's typically a position that is naturally a shot caller. So if you lose your shot caller on a team, it makes things a hell of a lot harder, because even if you do bring in another main tank that does shot call, his shot calling may be completely different, and it may not even be the style you're used to. So it really is a detriment to not have that consistency there, and especially whenever your main tank is as good as Pi is. So I'll be excited whenever he gets back to see what Chocobros does.
For sure, and we'll mention this. This is a team under a new name here at Revolution Overwatch. Now playing as Chocobros, but many of the players on this team, including Ignored Pie, were on a team formerly known as Kaizen, who we know from experience are an excellent team, can really go toe to toe with the best we have here in our league. So with him back at the helm, I fully expect them to be an elite team, or definitely a contender going forward in this season. I just think they're a little bit out of whack without him here, and that's totally understandable. I don't want to harp on it too much though. So let's focus on what they can do to really make something happen and try to find some positives in this series. They are going to be starting things out on the attack here on Rialto.
I think this is like the biggest first hold map I've ever seen. I mean, it just has that one really hard place, and with this Pharah, it's just gonna be even more annoying to play against it.
Okay, well, we got a pause coming in immediately.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, like you said, the Pharah is gonna be a difficult thing to deal with, but I do kind of like Danny going over to the Ashe here.
That's nice.
Especially with the Mercy there. The one-shot potential is really, really huge when you're going up against a Pharah like Xerxes. You can't stay out of line of sight all the time. So the more opportunities you have to take him out, the better, I think. And they're also going for a really nice kind of, divey setup, at least with the tank, so they can control the background.
Oh my god, that halt was almost so big. He only got the tanks, so it really didn't do that much. Magikarp's gonna get the first Danny, so we do see Xerxes is gonna be getting a little bit more room. Right now he's playing a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more on the high lines right now, so watch out for him. This Lucio's gonna fall a little bit low, but he's not gonna be falling down by any mean. King Outlaw, but will be falling down to Xerxes no matter what the cost is, really. We are gonna be seeing Danny come back in, so Xerxes is gonna like pop his... He's gonna pin his little head back in right now. We just get an extremely aggressive blade right there, or either blade right there, but nothing's gonna come up out of this. As like I said, 1 point hold this map is.
Yeah, this is pretty tough, especially when Magikarp kind of popping off there. Really nice play showing the coordination from Helios. Durpin uses his halt to stop Pikachu from getting away in that last fight after he got hooked. So they're really firing on all cylinders right now.
Yeah. Danny right there tried to go for a little flank right there, but gets completely denied by Iron Shrek. Iron over there gets slept off, and then Magikarp's gonna deal the final little splash of damage right there. Oh my god, this is gonna seem really difficult for Pikachu and the rest of the team Chocobros right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for Danny right now because you don't really have a shield to keep you safe at any point. It's hard to even poke properly, but Pikachu is doing his best to buy some space. The Bob will help with that.
The Bob's definitely gonna try to come in right now, but the Bob falls down almost immediately. Magikarp getting nanoed right there, going straight into the enemy team, dealing as much damage as he possibly can. Kaya also in the back line doing so much damage right now. I think that Chocobros is a little bit too scared to even really leave to do damage, because like we said, Danny definitely has the one-top potential, but God, I haven't seen that Pharah really denied anything so far.
No, absolutely not. I mean, he's been good, but his team is just, the reason they can't deny him is that they can never get in position to really put any pressure on him, because Derp and Magikarp are just holding it down on point. They are on fire right now. The hooks are hitting, and the team just really seems to be on point.
Yeah. Who said Magikarp is bad? I want you to watch this VOD.
Well, he's doing a lot more than Splash right now. I'll give him that.
He used Dragon Rage, completely decimated. Like that was a pretty good halt hook right there, but it didn't really connect up. We see Bongos come out, and so just a lot of damage gonna be coming out. Xerxes gonna be trying to straight up, bring it down, but either blade's finally gonna be able to get that connection right there. Either blade's wheels are just so good. There
we go. That's what I'm looking for. That's how you break through that choke point. That's how you get the payload moving. Now you can kind of posture forward a little bit, make it difficult for Helios to even recontest here. Kaya going down very, very low, almost finished off by Danny. Not quite going to get that kill though, but the Bob, great for zoning.
Oh, when they pop the Bob, they try it again. They tried 3-4 times to try to get that Bob out. Try to boop him off the map, but it's just not right. I can't do it right now. It's just that... They sent him into the back line, they booped him onto one boat, and then hooked him over to another boat. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was phenomenal. Bob going around the world in about, 30 seconds there, a little less than 80 days for him. But now, Chocobros get their first point on the board of the series so far, and now they've got some momentum. Yeah, this momentum's gonna carry them really far. I would have honestly preferred if Xerxes didn't really pop all right there, but Xerxes is gonna be in the back line. Watch out for this right now. He's gonna be doing so much damage, but ooh, Danny's gonna be there to answer it. So Xerxes is gonna get denied. Well, not denied, but he's gonna get denied that position. So he's gonna have to move out enough for Cake Pop to take him down. At least we do see Helios. They're trying to do whatever they possibly can, but the bomb coming out is gonna be a little bit too much, not enough for their liking. Although they do have their own bomb out right now. Like I said, the Overwatch sort of comes to this push and pull mentality a lot of times, but it's just not, there's no push and pull right here. It's a push from Carp.
Yeah, Chocobros really have found their footing a little bit here. Kind of have Helios Diem at a loss. Kaya swapping over to the Hanzo, perhaps give them a little more shield pressure, a little more damage as they look to make a hold here now on Rialto Point C.
We just see the nuke come in. It connects with Kaya and Magikarp, which is actually really big with Mal Magikarp. They don't really have that hook. That means almost, it's not practically useless, but it's almost there. If they play really aggressive right here, but Pikachu's playing up. He's a really aggressive player right now, but his team really isn't there to back him up. They're more on the cart trying to push it a little bit more, and we think we have a crash right now, so we're doing a pause.
Okay, well, Pikachu getting a little bit of a pause himself, despite having that Nano Blade on him, takes the Sleep Dart from Iron Strike, who is going to be able to back off, let the team regroup. So there is a tornado at South. That's not good. Yeah, don't please protect yourself, Sparkle Muffin. We don't want you to get caught in a tornado.
I'm getting vibes from BGG when a player refused to go in the basement when there's a tornado. It's like, yeah, there's a tornado, but I'm gonna play through it, guys.
Sometimes you just got a game.
I just can't imagine. All I can imagine is like a country boy with like a thing of wheat out of his mouth and being like, time to play some Overwatch. It's like, get in the Storm Cellar, Jimmy. I'm like, nah, Pops, I got a game to play right
now. Okay, so we're still trying to decide how Sparkle Muffin is going to respond. She says she's good. We'll see.
This is a typical Sparkle Muffin.
Guys, I'm okay. The tornado's like only 20 feet away. It's okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, my impeding doom is coming. I'll play until I die.
I can barely hear the sound of a train whistle.
Guys, come on. There are no windows in my room.
As long as you can hear the Genji blading, you're good to go.
Good to go.
How is the tornado gonna get inside? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Come on, tornado is just a really bad Rhino. I mean, let's just think about it. Here, okay. So the push is gonna continue with a really aggressive Pikachu, but I honestly have to sort of be like, I'm not really happy with it because Pikachu's...
Danny!
Okay, never mind. Danny's gonna play aggressive with Pikachu right now. I think Danny's gonna sort of be carrying his team right now.
God.
Great plays, but Ether play is gonna continue up on it. God, it's so good right now, and they're gonna be pushing it all the way to cart.
Chocobros! They just flipped a switch. What was that? Through Lijiang Tower, through the first few minutes here on Rialto, nothing was working at all, and then just instantly they were on fire. That was unreal.
Someone turned on their aimbot.
Hey, no accusations here. Danny definitely looked like he was, a little bit suspect. I mean, that aim was pretty on point. I'm not gonna lie. That was suspicious.
I saw that man got 2 bombs in one fight. That's not okay.
Absolutely popping off right now. Chocobros, great response here on Rialto. That is a phenomenal time here. 2:18 in the time bank. Unreal.
Oh my god. Especially with the first point as well. Oh my god.
Okay, so now what is the response gonna be from Helios? Is this possible? Is Xerxes actually gonna get forced off of the Pharah by Danny?
Oh my god.
On this Ashe?
It might, but I think Pikachu's gonna. I think Pikachu needs to turn off his aimbot right now.
on the Reinhardt.
Yeah, it's just too good. I'm sorry. I have to call him out right now.
it's when you see something, you gotta say something. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll get the reporting. People, don't worry about it.
Yeah, he'll be banned by this time tomorrow.
Exactly.
For sure. Yeah, Xerxes picking up the Widowmaker this time around.
Oh my god!
Ooh, Danny.
And Danny get a pick, so they get the derp. That's right. Hold down S.
I mean, you said that they should remove the S key earlier, but it serves Derpin well there. Xerxes finally puts an end to Danny's reign of terror, but he's back.
No one really dies in this meta. Winning is playing Mercy.
Heroes never die.
Yeah, heroes never really die. Here we do see the first engage come out. Pikachu's gonna be able to get the first one off on the Iron Shrek, but Lucio down means a lot. But oh my god, derp. You know what? Doesn't matter. I'm gonna hold down W, keep on throwing around my hammer, and it's gonna work out as Kaya brings in the support, taking out both of the DPSs, and I take the main Jenga blocks of Chocobros right now. Derpin's playing so aggressive right now, and I absolutely love it. They're going out almost every day they possibly can. Pikachu's trying to retaliate right now, but it's too good. If what we think, if the flip switch for Chocobros, I think the flip that went to 11 for. Oh my god.
Helios keeping up the pressure, but the recontest is here now. The Bob is on the point, and Pikachu takes down Derpin. Maybe too aggressive there. Yeah,
a little bit too aggressive, but Danny and Etherblade both fall down. Both DPSs for Chocobros, so it's gonna seem a little bit harder right now, but they don't Derpin, so there are no shields, so Pikachu can definitely sort of flex his, he can create a lot more room along with the Shatter on the Magikarp, but the shield comes in just perfectly, so looking a little bit sus. Oh my god, Derpin comes straight back into the fight, gets slept, gets antied, has to sort of retreat, so they were able to get the anti-contest off right there, which I think is a huge, only 1 meter away.
Yeah, that's massive. That was almost a perfect start for Helios. It all kicked off with Sparkle Muffin hitting a huge Bionade to kick things off, secure a couple of quick kills for Helios. They couldn't quite close things out. The recontest perfectly timed from Chocobros. They get back in. They trade efficiently enough to hold on there.
Wait, look at Etherblade. Look, this man's waiting for it. This man is waiting. Okay, here it comes. It comes in. Oh, he's gonna take out Xerxes. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, Xerxes gonna fall down next. Etherblade's gonna come in damage. Just, wipe the entire team. Why not?
Yeah, who needs a tire to get kills? He gets one with that and then manages to follow up with another double kill there. So now Chocobros looking phenomenal on this defense. It was very close to giving up point A very quickly, but now they are loaded in terms of ultimates. We're down to a minute remaining for Helios Diem, and they've got to find an answer soon.
Exactly. Magikarp's gonna get some massive charge off right there, setting up straight in front of Danny's bomb. Danny's gonna fall down, but like we said, your hero doesn't never die, going straight back up. But Panyo, he is gonna be paying that price for rezzing his teammate. As we do see Helios, they're pushing very slowly. If they can take out Pikachu right now, this might be the tiny factor as this nuke comes in. Oh, doesn't connect, but it was a really good positioning right there. Luckily, Helios was able to sort of backtrack out of there, but as it seems like it's going on right now, it seems like Helios only has one more fight to try to win this.
No, they're going to have to try to regroup here, getting staggered out even towards the end of things. This is going to be a little bit desperate for them trying to get back in here. We see Derpin over to the Wrecking Ball and...
Oh, yeah, straight down.
Okay, never mind. I'm not sure what just happened.
Yeah, was that a misclick?
They both just flung themselves off the map. Iron Shrek is still trying to get here to sleep, though.
Yeah, so we do see Iron Shrek come in there. The hand fight contact, maybe it was just mind plays as they come in there. Derpin dealing a lot of damage up, so Derpin's job is to try to create space right here. He's trying to do whatever he possibly can, swing people out, sort of bring down the shift pain. Magikarp is trying to put a nice train spike onto point. They basically need to hold point for as long as they possibly can. If they can win this fight, they can win, but with Sparkle Muffin and Magikarp both falling down, Iron Shrek really being the only person on here, Hammond sort of noped out of that fight, meaning that against all odds, Chocobros is going to be winning the next map.
Okay, that ties things up 1-1 here. That was a phenomenal response from the Chocobros. They I would say they really relied on their DPS here on Rialto because Danny and Etherblade were both just popping off, but a great showing from the rest of the team. Pikachu looking a little more comfortable here on the second map on that Reinhardt pick. Got to get kind of aggressive because his, for once it was kind of the DPS enabling the tank at times. They were drawing so much attention that he could really make an impact.
Definitely. What a great game. Chocobros. I think that the turning point for Chocobros came from that the ultimate that we just saw. Etherblade coming in, doing a great tire, wiping out almost all of Helios right there.
Yeah, that was the thing that really kicked it off. It got them away from kind of almost being spawn camped at the beginning of that map. And then from there, they barely lost another fight for the entirety of the map. They stormed through the offense without losing once. They lost one defensive fight. So really great showing there from Chocobros. It'll be interesting to see what Helios wants to do to try to stymie that a little bit, to slow them down, to make them uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. They should evolve Magikarp.
Get a Gyarados up in there? Ooh, that's a good idea. That'd be scary, not gonna lie.
But they have Pikachu though. Pikachu has protagonist,
Yeah, that's true. Also, you've got the type advantage there, right?
It's so good.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for a Magikarp going up against the Pikachu. You're really behind the 8-ball, not gonna lie. So Magikarp was having a very good showing, at least at the start of that defense. His Roadhog was really popping off. So I think that's still something that Helios Diem might want to go back to. It'll just be interesting to see how successful that can be, if they can perhaps get Xerxes back over to the Faro without Danny, just absolutely destroying him, because that has to kind of be priority number one, dealing with Danny.
It's what I would say if I was on the team of Helios. I'd be like, Danny's looking a little too good right now. Can we do something about him?
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Do you want to perhaps go over to some dive tanks that could really get up in his face and put some pressure on him directly, or do you kind of trust in your DPS to get the job done? Because as they're playing right now, it's really hard unless they get a halt hook for those tanks, Durpin and Magikarp, to really do anything about Danny.
I really have to say that I don't expect them to really change anything, to say the least. I think Xerxes has been playing absolutely fine, and Durpin and Magikarp's halt hooks, while some of them don't connect, a lot of them have just been doing a lot of damage.
No, that's true. That combo has been really impactful for them. I'm just interested if that isn't a 100% thing. It's a hard thing to really rely on that to be your main source of finding picks, and it does look like they are going to change things up a little bit here as we go over to Volskaya. They're starting out in the defense, and Kaya going to break out the Bastion here for a bunker setup.
Who needs halt hook when you have bunker?
True.
You don't need to do the 1-2 with the halt hook when the enemy just doesn't have a shield.
Certainly, they're just kind of going all in here on the Bastion with this composition. Everything around it is designed to basically protect it. Other than Xerxes on this Pharah, every other member of this team is there to keep Kaya alive and pumping out massive amounts of damage.
I wonder if it's more of they want to use Kaya as a distraction so Xerxes could do a lot of damage, or they want to use Xerxes as a distraction.
They work well in that regard. They can get multiple angles and make things difficult. For now, no, even Xerxes just staying behind that shield doesn't want to show himself to Danny, but back over to that McCree might be a little bit harder for him to take Xerxes out.
Yeah, I definitely liked the Ashe a little bit more, but I can definitely vibe with this McCree pick, as they're sort of held up on the choke right now. Xerxes able to get the angle off on the Danny, so that means he's going to have a lot more room to watch up. But wait, no, Ponyo's going to res him. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Heroes never die.
Exactly.
Nothing's
Both teams with the Mercy here, so that is very, very true for this game in particular. They're wrapping around the back now.
Oh, the CC! The flash! It's too good! Sparkle Muffin gets taken out. Danny Xerxes exacting his revenge onto Danny, but Sparkle Muffins, with the way that team Chocobros is positioned right now, is going to have a lot of trouble getting back into the whole swing of things with his team.
Yes, but Xerxes wants revenge!
Xerxes is bloodthirsty right now, getting a kill off, reuniting himself with the love of his life, Sparkle Muffins, just allowing, there we go. So now reuniting himself with the love of his life with a really big stagger off onto either.
Yeah, I think he probably should have just gone for the edge and, you know, regrouped with his team there, but went for a bit of a spawn camp on Sparkle Muffin. Xerxes, of course, there to protect his Mercy. He knows where his bread is buttered, and he's going to keep Sparkle Muffin alive this time.
Sparkle Muffin keeping it 1-2, now keeping her beautiful, you know, flying far alive. Danny trying to do whatever he possibly can, trying to take out Kaya right there, but Kaya going talking time, taking out both the DPS on the side of Chocobros right now. Xerxes just said, like, you know, no, I'm not gonna let Bastion have everything right now. Going in there, trying to do however much damage that they possibly can. It seems like a great aggressive play. They're pushing up, doing a little bit of trash damage, but a lot of real damage as well.
Certainly, and now I'm getting a little bit worried for the Chocobros. They are really struggling here. They can't find, you know, picks onto Xerxes or Sparkle Muffin, or really consistently they can't make them stay dead, and they have absolutely no way to deal with this bunker. Danny now over to a Bastion of his own, but he doesn't have a shield to hide behind. How is he gonna make this work?
I would have preferred if Danny went on to Sombra, to be honest. Like, that would have, I felt, had more been a comfortable pick in the situation, but you know, if Danny thinks he can play without a shield, I'll say go for it right now. We do see Hammond try to disrupt Kaya right now, but it just doesn't work. I mean, if Pikachu goes in there and does what he possibly can, like, it just, nothing really seems to be connecting for Chocobos right now. We just see Xerxes and Kaya just sort of tear up the enemy team.
Well, I don't know what they expect to happen given what they're running right now. Their comp makes literally zero sense. It's like they threw together a mystery heroes team, and they were just like, let's make sure it's 2-2-2, but everything else, just pick a random hero.
Yeah, like I said, I'm sort of confused that they're not running Sombra right now. That's what you normally do against Bunker.
Right, I mean, and it would make so much more sense with the rest of the team as well for Danny. You know, he might actually be able to get something done, but never mind. He's just gonna kill Xerxes.
Yeah.
He punishes him for, you know, getting too aggressive, but still, how do you get on the point?
Okay, so we finally see come out. We see the nuke come out. Doesn't get, oh, that gets Danny out. So one of the main DPS right there. We do see the other self-destruct come out, but it positioned just perfectly to not really get anyone. It just doesn't seem to be working out. We do see Battle of Mercy come out, take out Kaya. But other than this push and pull mentality, which I've been sort of pushing the entire time, it seems like Bunker's gonna be prevailing right now. They were able to get Xerxes out. They were able to get you know, Kaya out. He's now switched over to Tracer. But you know, even with him out right now, Xerxes is back on the field with Sparkle Muffin too. It just seems like it's gonna be a little bit difficult for Bunker to actually hold right now, as Danny's pulling up, putting the cracks inside this concrete wall that, you know, Helios tried so much to put back up, but they're filling it back up with however much more. They're going to take a lot of push and pull mentality. It seems like this game could go either way right now, but it sort of seems like, Helios...
It's going to be Chocobros taking this. They finally managed to do it. Unless Helios goes for the craziest recontest you'll ever see. Actually, they're here.
They're going for it! They're going for it! They go and try and do it!
Crap.
We do see Derpin try to do everything. Okay, so Xerxes is going to get out. Really, watch out for Danny. He's in the back line. Doesn't really have ult yet, but it doesn't matter because I think Danny's aim's a little bit better than aimbot right now. So we are going to see a really nice hold. Even with the insane try, they really need to be worried. Because as soon as they lose this try to recontest, the snowball's going to come in.
Yes, but they've bled a ton of ultimates out of Chocobros as well. It's not like they're going to be rolling into point B with this massive ultimate advantage. They've got the Coalescence, they've got the Tact Visor, and a Pulse Bomb from Ether Blade. it's not like they have absolutely
yeah.
everything. So the snowball's still going to be pretty difficult here for Chocobros, but they've got an opportunity. They've got some more time to work with now, and they made something out of nothing.
Yeah, so we just see Danny go a little bit low. They're gonna pop attack visor. I think they're trying to get Xerxes out of the guy, and that's gonna work for them right there. So Xerxes out of the battle. Now they need to think about, well, who do we want to try focusing down? Because Xerxes is the one who they're really worried about. They don't really care about focusing down other people from right now. From what it seems, and it's gonna show his Magikarp's gonna sort of be given free range as soon as Xerxes fall down. I sort of feel like the focusing potential of the team sort of falls off from there.
Magikarp is just having one of the most ridiculous games I have ever seen from a Diva player. He had 3 self-destructs in that insanely long last fight on point A, and then had another one for the very beginning here on point B. I do not understand how he is charging this ultimate so quickly. It is blowing my mind right now.
It's like, have you ever played with Ana, who like gets 3 ultimates per fight? That's sort of what those are the vibes I'm getting right now.
That shouldn't happen with Diva, though. It's not like that's an ult that charges notoriously quickly.
Hey, Magikarp can get as many bombs as he wants. All he needs to get is a 25 kill streak. It's fine.
Oh, it's crazy to watch right now. Helios Diem settling in for the defense. No more Bastion in the lineup. Kaya over to the Hanzo now. For a little bit more mobility, but still the same kind of bunker setup here on point B.
So I just love that haul that we saw right there, but I just don't think he's going to be playing a little bit aggressive right now, trying to create room for his team. So watch him right now as he gets halted up, his shield's down. Luckily enough for Pikachu, he's not not lucky enough for Pikachu. They're going to start collapsing in. As soon as we see Helios get 1 pick, they just collapse in, and that's what I love to see.
Well, it was a little strange there from Chocobros. As soon as they hear that supercharger come out from Derp Derpin, they really just need to like dip. They got to get out of there. They got to back off. They cannot take that fight, especially with how low Pikachu's shield was. They don't do it quickly enough, and by the time they start to retreat, they're already getting hunted down. Now we're down to 30 seconds. This is the last chance here on Volskaya. They're gonna start off with a bomb.
Ooh, but it doesn't connect. It was a well-placed one, if like that shield wasn't up, but it does connect with the shield. They are going to get it back, though. But let's see, Pikachu's playing aggressive right now. There's no one to back up Pikachu. Puyo almost falls down, but Pikachu, lucky enough, is there to bump the shield just in time. Puyo is playing a little bit out of position right now, but it's not something I would really worry about, as Blade's going to just do it. He's going to stomp all over, Helios Diem right now, but it just seems like it's... There we go. So now we're seeing him really start stomping all over Helios Diem right now. Now we're seeing Chocobros, always in the last minute, seems to be able to pull something out of their sleeve in order to start, reclaiming the rounds, reclaiming the games, and they are going to be going to the second point on Volskaya.
Yeah, well, they're in that last fight. They are in a good situation. They had all 6 ultimates on the board and ready to go. So it didn't matter that the self-destruct didn't really find anything to begin the fight. They're still able to use their resources effectively, win out over the course of that fight, get 2 points on the board, and actually now give yourself a decent shot here on Volskaya. If you get no percentage at all on point B, you are in for a really rough time. It's going to be difficult. You are basically locking yourself in. We need a full hold. Now they've got some flexibility here. They can be a little less rigid in their defense. They can be a little more bend don't break, if you will.
They definitely need to watch out. If they need to give up point B, they definitely don't want to give it up while Helios has more than 1 minute on the clock, because that's just spelling disaster for them.
Right, for sure. You definitely, at the very least, you are shooting for kind of overtime. Like, that's the floor you really want to hit here if you are the Chocobros. And I like what I'm seeing so far because I'm seeing Danny back on the Ash.
Yeah, Danny on Ash was too good. But I like what's him as well because Kaya's playing Sombra, and I love to see Sombra anytime it pops up.
Yeah, and I think this is a great map for it, and I think Assault in general is phenomenal for Sombra, because if you think about it, you really, as the attackers, you only need to win 2 fights. You need to, the second one on point B, you have to win well. But 2 EMPs can win you 2 fights on their own if you hit good ones. So I like the play here from Kaya and the rest of Helios. Diem, he's scouting right now, so it's definitely possible that he goes back and swaps if they see what Chocobros are running. Doesn't look like it though.
I think so I love what he's doing. He's not gonna. What I would have done is or what I normally see is where I see the Sombra go up and they just unload everything they possibly can into the tanks to grab as much ult as they possibly can. But it seemed like he waited for his team to do some swaps. They now have a Winston, a Lucio, so they're going really divey. Xerxes is not on the far right now. Instead, he's on the Widow, so trying to give Danny a run for his hit scan money right there. As they now go in, huge anti, getting both tanks, Sombra, everyone dealing as much pumping, as much damage as they can. Danny gonna show Xerxes over. I don't need to play, Widow to show you that I'm a better hit scan, and they're just gonna stop him right in the tracks.
Okay, I kind of want to go back and watch this because I feel like that might have been just like a well lined up like grenade from Iron Sheik from like across the map to land right on top of this bunker setup. You can do that. You can throw it from near the spawn and have it land right on top and be there with the dive. They tried it, but the immortality field keeps everyone alive for Chocobros, and they're doing a decent job here, but they have lost Danny in the meantime.
Yeah, and like we said, like I always say, at least like 1 kill per attack is worth 2 kills for defense. Because if defense dies, it's not good. You need to wait for the whole respawn thing to come up, and now they're just waiting for. Oh, Kaya gets picked off really early on though. They're gonna try to continue it off though. Even with the immortality field coming up, we do see Derpin try to swing his hands around, punching everyone to and fro, do whatever damage he possibly can. And that's honestly what I'd be with right now. You want to do as much damage as you possibly can before Danny can possibly try to get his foot back in. Luckily enough, they're gonna get another pick off on Danny, so they have at least a little bit longer. Xerxes is going off. He 3 kills his entire fight. They don't know what to do at them, but they possibly can't. Puyo gonna be falling down low as well. Derpin playing mildly aggressive, but not aggressive enough. You need to watch Derpin. As soon as he jumps in, he sort of goes off the gas pedal, which, isn't the right thing. We do see the EMP go up, and the EMP comes up.
There's no follow-up.
There's no follow-up at all. I mean, we do see the
the bomb.
Yeah, the bomb comes up, but what happened to Derpin right there? What happened to...
He walked into a trap. He walked into a Junkrat trap, and he got melted. Unfortunate for the side of Helios Diem, because that was looking very promising for them. They had Chocobros on the back foot. Xerxes was popping off. They still have an opportunity here. They've got a 6v5 advantage.
Yeah, Kaya's up on the high ground, dealing as much damage as Kaya just wants to build ult as fast as they possibly can, while the rest of the team, sort of Derpin included, Derpin wants to cleave right now. That's exactly what he's doing. But this bomb's coming in. No, almost getting Derpin right out there, but it's just seeming so hard. 50 seconds left and not a single tick.
No, this is looking dire for Helios Diem now. Xerxes making the swap over to the far eye. He says, screw it, I haven't quite been able to carry hard enough on the Widowmaker. Let's see if I can do it on my main. Because now there's 30 seconds left. They don't have a ton to work with here. A sound barrier from Sparkle Muffin almost ready. Derpin has this Primal Rage, which can be very impactful for displacing this bunker at least.
Yeah, so as soon as the Immortality Field's gonna come down, right now, we see him ult. He's trying to push everyone out of the Immortality Field. Not that it matters, because Xerxes just destroyed it in, like, seriously 5 seconds. We see them try to do whatever they can. We do see the wheel come out. Either blade falls down, not well enough hidden. So here, the push and pull is gonna come in. He's trying to outlift, but the wheel is too big. The Wheel of Fortune comes in, just completely decimates Helios Diem right there, and that most definitely is going to be map 2 for Chocobros.
Oh, what a hold there. Unlucky for Helios. They get the kill onto Etherblade, but they lose track of the tire. He goes on a bit of a roundabout route, and it comes in from behind, manages to place it perfectly. He was like right in the middle of all 3 of those targets, triangulating their position beautifully, and really puts it into any hopes that Helios had of taking that fight and perhaps Volskaya. So now Chocobros 2-1 up after 3 maps.
That was So Chocobros needs to win this next map in order to win the game. But there might be something coming up, but it is almost game for, we might go into map 5. I'm not gonna be honest. I want to see map. I want to see the best from both these teams.
Yeah, I'm definitely rooting for it myself. Gonna be interesting. So Helios Diem once again gonna have the map pick here. We're going to hybrid for our final map. We've done the other 3 map types so far. So their options are Eichenwald, Kings Row, and Blizzard World. And I would expect my gut says Eichenwald. Blizzard World is also a possibility. But I think if there's one place that they can throw Xerxes on the Pharah, it's probably going to be Eichenwald.
Honestly, it has to be Eichenwald. If I ever see anyone play Blizzard World, I have the whole vendetta against them. It's just why? Why would you pick Blizzard World?
Hey, I like Blizzard World.
And what's your rank? Wait, and what's your rank?
I'm Diamond.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say gold, and I'd be like, exactly.
Nah, you don't get the dunk on me. It's not happening.
Yeah. The only redeeming thing about Blizzard World is that awesome. Oh my god! I just have to ride the ride every single time I have to Blizzard World. My team, you're out of position. How can you not ride the eagle whenever you're playing Blizzard World?
True. I mean, it's a good time for the whole family, and I love it. But no, I love that map. Honestly, I think it's one of the more fun hybrid maps. I think hybrid is by far my favorite game type in Overwatch, and I think has the best maps like across the board. So it's a really like stiff competition in terms of my favorite hybrid map. But I do think Blizzard World is a pretty solid choice. It is going to be Kings Row though.
Oh, every single time Kings Row.
Yeah, this is interesting to me. It's not what I expected from Helios Diem, but it's not that surprising either because let's face it, literally every team in Overwatch is comfortable playing Kings Row.
It's like, have you ever played like Scrim Bingo? It's like Kings Row. It's like it's
the free space.
That's the free space. No, it's like whenever I used to scrim, it's like Kings Row. Like I would always play a game of scrim bingos. I would just take off Kings Row before the game even started because I knew it was gonna happen.
I mean, and how can you blame them? This is definitely up there. This is
the OG
if I think there is like one defining map in Overwatch, Kings Row is definitely way up there.
I'm surprised Kings Row was the first map to be shown in the Overwatch trailers because if I'm right, I think Temple of Anubis was the first map in development.
Yeah, it was. I remember. I've seen videos of like really OG Temple of Anubis before they had all the assets and stuff, and yeah, it's been around for a long time. But now we're here on Kings Row, where Helios Diem trying to make their last stand, and they're gonna go back to a bunker comp here. It came incredibly close to getting them the full hold there on Volskaya. That kind of gets lost when you get full held yourself. But they were on the verge of doing that to Chocobros with this very composition.
Oh my god! But Danny's in it. Are they trying to run the anti? They're gonna try to and bunk on point. Okay, they don't have Brig. I mean, they don't have BAP, so they're not. We do see both the Bastions, and Kaya, of course, is gonna be showing up. He's gonna be doing a lot more damage just because he already set up. He doesn't have to go through all like the hoops and loops of finding the right position, finding the right angle. But we do see this really placed Bastion. When you see a Bastion on Kings Row, you have to wonder how you're going to sort of rotate, and because look at the team of Chocobros right now. They've rotated, but they're sort of in two sections. Even though, and we just see like, watch how Helios rotates as one team. It just sort of seems like no wonder why they're actually winning this fight.
Because Danny pops off.
Just throw us out the window. It doesn't matter anymore.
Danny gets the nano boost and he gets the damage boost from the Mercy. So that is just kind of disgusting on a Bastion, and he absolutely puts it to good use there. Takes down Helios as they tried to drop down to kind of contest the point. They really lost any positional advantage they had, and you know, I think they were perhaps a little too impatient. They could have stayed on the high ground, given up a tick or something, but they tried to fight, and it does not work out for them.
We are going to see Kaya go, Danny go Tonka time, but the immortality field comes up, so you ain't getting any excavation today. Now watch out, because Kaya does have Tonka time, but it's not going to many Danny before that can even happen. Xerxes does have Barrage, about to rain down justice from above, but you have to watch out because Danny can straight up deny. Danny's out, so Danny's out of the fight, so Justice is going to be inbound. It's inbound right now, getting out both supports. So a great play. We do see Blade try to do everything possibly can, but it is going to be a hold for Team Helios.
That was a nice immortality field coming out from Iron Shrek there at the very end to, you know, keep that tire from doing any damage whatsoever. Aetherblade getting hunted down as well there towards the end, and that's phenomenal for Helios, because you got to come in, recontest, regain control of the cart, and you barely had to use any ult at all. The self-destruct and the barrage, and with how well Magikarp and Xerxes have been playing so far tonight, those are going to be back up online in the blink of an eye.
So we do see the next push coming. They're sort of going for, I feel like, a flank push right now. Expect them to go right side, yeah. So now they're going right side. They want to go on to cart. So they're waiting for the cart to come back a little bit, and then they're going to hop on. But they're pushing it right now, which is going to be a little, which is proving to be a little bit. Danny's trying to go up right now, but doesn't have any shields. Going to have to press S for 6 seconds. Kaya, so now Kaya's going Tonka time, but it's going to get strip denied by Danny, so it's not going to go so well. Great bomb goes on the side of Team Chocobros right now. That was a beautiful bunker. Not bunker. That was a beautiful bongos right there, and a beautiful nuke coming in from the side of Chocobos as well. K-pop able to get to there, putting a train stake right in the side of Helios. There's nothing that they can do right now.
No, as soon as the ball got rolling downhill, Danny getting the nano boost early in the fight, as you said, the supercharger from Pikachu, the bongos coming out to keep that damage going. They're kind of just really going all in on Danny. They're saying, we are going to let you carry as hard as possible. We're going to do everything we can to feed you and to make sure you succeed. And so far, it is yielding results here on Kings Row.
Danny's point-and-click adventure. It's on Steam. It's $2.99 if you want it, everyone. But here we are. So we do see Kaya switch off onto Genji. That's most definitely a counterpick to try to take out Danny. But Danny's a little bit too powerful and not so, brain dead to actually, shoot into Kaya's deflect Tonka time right now, excavating up as much dirt as he possibly can. But it just doesn't seem to be going anywhere. We do see Justice come down, and if we are gonna see Helios put down a foot and regain control to me right now, and that's exactly what they're gonna be doing.
Yeah, actually, in the middle of that fight, Kaya gets the reflect kill, uses Danny's tank mode, one of those rockets to take down his teammate. So really well played by the Genji of Kaya. Now some swaps coming in for Chocobros. I think they realize the Bastion probably gonna have a hard time recontesting here on the third point of Kings Row, so they're going to something a little bit more, versatile.
Did Anna time that? Because that shield went down exactly when that was perfectly timed right there.
Yeah.
He just seems to be a little bit up right now. Not exactly. He's sort of with his team, but he's not with his team. So it dictates the aggressive play, and I like seeing Pikachu play aggressive. I feel like it works out for Chocobros a lot more as we see this bomb be played aggressive too on the side of Magikarp. Magikarp only getting really one pick right now, not really showing up off his magic that we saw, maybe in the last map. But we are going to be seeing the background Kaya come up and do a lot of damage as well. So, more of a white noise fight is what I would call it, but a fight that worked out in the side for Helios.
Yeah, absolutely. They get to trade some ultimates back and forth. They get to continue to buy themselves more time. Those are the kind of fights that they need to continue winning here on King's Row if they ultimately want to get this stop. They're off to a pretty good start so far, but they've got to keep it going. Xerxes with the barrage could be the recipe to do that.
Yeah, we are going to see. So watch out for Xerxes. He's trying to find a position. He's waiting in the back line, waiting for the team to come up. But as soon as they come up, he's going to be playing a lot more aggressive. I want to see Pikachu. So Pikachu's going to be respawning and probably continuing his extremely aggressive plays. But we are seeing Derpin put up a shield. So the Freddy puts up a shield. Monasen's going to take to come up. But we did the bomb. Oh, the bomb was so close to being good, but just got barely just cut off right there as we just see either blade come in, a lot of damage coming out. If that blade would have connected, not that blade, if the bomb would have connected a little bit better, then it might be a different story. But I think defense is going to probably overwhelm in this instant.
Oh, how did Kyle live there? He was caught in the trap and now he's got the blade!
Oh, the blade's too good. He's trying to hit Danny like he's a pinata. Look, sweet SR points. The blade is going to come down. He got stuck in another trap right there, but like I said, defense has a little bit of an overwhelming power right now.
For sure, they did have to use a lot of resources in that last fight, but they were able to bleed out a ton from the side of Chocobros, so this defense starting to look very doable as we approach we hit the 45-second mark. Realistically, one good go at it here for Chocobros. They're gonna have to push into the amp matrix from Iron Shrek as well as that bomb from Magikarp.
So they're going to go in with Mercy Alt right now, but the aggressive style of Pikachu is going to lead a little bit more to be desired as King's Outlaw, their second alt, they do get Nano out, so it's going to be a little bit better than they thought it was going to be. Ponyo was able to get that res off, so not all is lost right now. A huge anti, but just not really any person to follow up on it. A huge shatter, but not really anyone to follow up on it. So the same story over and over again, but Chocobros is able to push this cart millimeter by millimeter, inch by inch, a little bit closer every single time. And with Helios not going to be able to defend in time, are they? Magikarp's going to be able to stop.
Buys them some time.
They have some time. They definitely have the players. They have the resources to stall this out as long as possible with only 3 meters left. Are they going to be able to do it at all? Cake Pop's able to get Iron Shrek out. Kai's going to be falling down too. It's only Hammond right now. He's going to fall down too. That's it. That Chocobros. It's going to be able to push it all the way.
In overtime, though, so, still doable here for Helios, but now you've got to do what you struggled with on our last couple of maps, and that is, push through point A. So we'll see if they can finally do that here on King's Row. Going to be tough because, Chocobros have looked incredibly strong on these defenses so far. When they can get their kind of bunker set up, they are looking really phenomenal right now.
You know what? If I have to praise Chocobro for this, because I've been casting a lot of the tier 2 and tier 3 teams a little bit, but when I see a team run Bastion, I'm really hyped for it. I just personally love comps come out and now that Bastion's sort of in the meta again. I love seeing Bastion. It's sort of a breath of fresh air. But when it doesn't work and you keep on trying to reposition Bastion and you try to get him back once you've already died as Bastion, it's just like just switch off, and a lot of teams don't switch off. But I love as soon as they die with Bastion, they switched.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they did keep him through the streets phase even after losing one fight, so they were actually able to do, what you said is so difficult a lot of the time, and that was win a fight with, pushing your Bastion into theirs. They did it on point A, they did it, a little bit on point B, so they're proving adept at that. No Bastion going to be coming out for the defense. They haven't really needed it so far tonight on that side of things. Really only been running on the attack, which is kind of interesting. But Danny, we've said it before, we'll say it again, he's back on the Ash, and that has got to be scary if you are Helios.
Exactly. So now they're trying to push in. They do have Xerxes. I love saying Xerxes now because you just see him. He comes in there, he does a lot of damage, but with Danny getting anti, falling down really low, the immortality field barely able to save him, allowing him to get healed up. The immortality field saved almost the entire team of Chocobros right now. They try coming in. Watch Magikarp, because if Magikarp's going to probably be playing with Durban right now. Extremely aggressive. Xerxes sort of enabling that aggression right now, messing up that backline line that tends to do what they possibly can. Kaya, oh my god, Kaya's getting a little bit flanked off by the enemy Diva right there, but it's not going to matter as Xerxes able to take off Bap. Bap's down meme, you know, we see this Diva come back in the backline. We see a lot of folks come off into Xerxes, but even with Danny on Ash, Xerxes is just too good. And like we were talking about what they were about to have trouble with, it's seeming to be a little bit easier and easier, but with Blade getting off that huge tire right there, oh, I would say that would have been really easy for them. Okay, there we go. So now that Ponyo popped ult, which was a little bit iffy, but
yeah,
they were able to do.
They thought they could make that recontest work for them there, and you know they weren't entirely wrong. It would have been possible. The bomb though separates Cake Pop from Ponyo, and then once that happens, it's all kind of over for the Chocobros. So they give up point A. Helios now, you know, they've did what you know, they've passed the first hurdle here in turning this series around, in winning King's Row and forcing us to a map 5. They've got a really solid time bank here and some momentum to boot.
Definitely, as they're trying to push. So here we go to the next street. We go to streets phase, and this is probably one of the most difficult chokes to really push on right now. Both teams, it's really hard to defend. It's really hard to push, or well, it's iffy to defend. It's really hard to push. We do see the bongos come out, but not in the really best place, getting destroyed by. I think their bongos got destroyed by Kart.
And the dragons get eaten by Cake Pop. That actually really saved Chocobros in that fight. They were all in that corridor. Would have been pretty dangerous. So they will be able to successfully recontest here.
Really great play from Chocobros right now. Able to push up, but did they pop a bongos and then that bongos get destroyed by cart?
I think that's a bug that might happen sometimes. Is if the cart runs over the bongos, it can destroy them. Not the best for the side of Helios Diem. That's kind of a tough look.
Oh yeah, we see Bob come in. Bob gets slept though. The nuke comes in, doesn't connect with anyone. Sadly, only gets the Vitality field out, but oh, that's just a little bit too good right there. We do see Helios. They're trying to really do whatever they possibly can to defend. Durpin, an extremely aggressive player right now, going up against an even more aggressive Pikachu right now, without even the backing of his team, able to do, just putting a lot of fear into the eyes of Helios right there. Chocobros pushing up a little bit one by one. They're trying to do whatever they possibly can, but the barrage, a little bit of a misplace right there.
Yeah. They already had the kill there. They didn't need the ultimate on top of it. Everybody was already gone, but they've caught Ether out of position here. Gonna take the Junkrat down, and that's gonna make a recontest very difficult for Chocobros. They're definitely gonna try to do it. They've got 4 members here. Actually, no, they just back off. They're too smart for that one.
Yeah, so we already see the Dragon come in. Doesn't really connect with anyone. I don't think they're CC on that Dragon right there, stopping them from advancing to the point where they could defend on the other, you know, corner right there, because there are 2 sort of chokes for here. There's choke 1 on the first corner, choke 2 on the second corner. Then there's high ground, which Magikarp is absolutely dominating right now. They have Immortality Field there as well. Pikachu, I'm gonna be honest, Pikachu's probably the most aggressive. Pikachu went from the most passive player to the most aggressive player, giving Danny so much room to work with. But this Bongo's damage coming in right now, and Helios sort of playing passive with this Bongo's damage right now, not really pushing up, but Xerxes is just there. He's getting damage, I guess it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of just let their DPS go when they use those bongers or they use the nano boost. Kaya and Xerxes get enough done with the help of those ultimates that they now have a pretty good shot to finish here with a great time bank. Yeah,
the anti comes out. The sleep comes out as well. They're popping everything they possibly can, because all they really need to do is win this 1 point, and then they either get a draw or a win. With the self-destruct coming out as well, Magikarp getting up 2 picks, and now it's looking really like they do have a maze, so it's going to be a little bit hard to take, but I think if they're able to just take down Cake Pop as soon as possible, not like Ether Blade is going to get on point, so it's getting a little bit iffy right now, but if Chocobros isn't able to get an overwhelming defense right now, and if you're not able to deal with this May, which seems like they're having a tad bit of difficulty dealing with this May right now, they might have a chance to defend it. It might just be this might be the whole thing of like, oh my god, last.
Get on the point. Get on the point. Get on the point.
Yeah, they got on the point. They almost C9'd right there, which would have been huge. But the bomb was coming out. This might be the lick of damage that they need, and from the kill feed, it is going to be the lick of damage that they need, and the bomb that they need, allowing them to get the team kill and getting the point. So now Helios, all they have to worry about is a draw at worst.
And yet again, there, Magikarp charges just an insanely quick second bomb in that fight. You know, if you remember, he got a double kill with the first one, gets the closer there with the second, and Helios able to finish with 2:20 on the clock. Map 5 is looking very possible. Well, actually, we're definitely we might not be going to a map 5 if Chocobros can pull off the full hold here. They will tie this map. That'll be a 2-1 win for them. If Helios get just one tick here on point A, then we're headed to map 5.
Yeah, definitely.
I have a good feeling about this. You know, 2:20 is plenty of time to get a single tick. They've just got to avoid the hold coming out from Chocobros, who have been clutch at times tonight. They've been playing really well on the defense in particular for most of the evening. A little bit rough here on Kings Row, but they lost the first fight last time, and if they can get over that hurdle, then a hold really starts to look doable.
I am sort of scared right now there. Thankfully they're not running Bastion, because I don't think Bastion would have worked out too well for them, but you have getting on Soldier, so not the Ashe that we're really looking for, which might turn out to be a little bit of a detriment.
Yeah, that's an interesting pick here. It's going to be a little bit more sustained damage that he can put onto Xerxes. Less opportunity to really secure that kill, but maybe just a little bit more constant pressure.
Yeah, so huge play on Xerxes from Xerxes right there. Straight up booping both of the enemy tanks off of high ground right there, able to sustain himself well, even without a mercy, waiting for Sparkle Muffins to get right, but just shows the skill that Xerxes has on Pharah. Able to go in the backline of the enemy team and not just get completely decimated is a huge play. But Iron Shrek, that's a different story. Getting taken out by Blade right there. Xerxes is gonna fall down as well, so not as much damage coming out. Kaya's in the background, but Dan needs to watch out for himself. If Kaya can get enough damage off it, enough to get at least like the last percentage to get Blade, it might turn out to be a completely different story. 96%. Watch out, because Kaya's about to get bladed. As soon as he gets bladed, this might be the end of the fight. He does. So Blade comes in. He's setting up the team like a piano, trying to find Ponyo. Ponyo's out, trying to find whoever he possibly can. Danny trying to do whatever he can as well. The Nano Blade comes out. Magikarp double kill off on the Danny and King's Outlaw. And ooh, this tick is looking really possible right now.
I think they've got it. They've just got to deal with these tanks here, and Xerxes is going to be more than capable with the barrage.
There it is. With this tank coming out, it's going to be a draw.
No, it's going to be a win.
It's going to be a win on Helios.
Which is what we were looking for. Map 5, baby. Here we come. Well played by Helios, knowing their win condition there. They are willing to stick around in that fight as they trade back and forth. They know that their respawn is closer. They know that eventually their ults are going to be coming online, and they get the win here on Kings Row. Now we go to a winner-take-all map 5.
Honestly, and this is what we always love to see. The high stakes, the adrenaline. Well, at least not for Sparkle Muffin. Sparkle Muffin has the tornado, so she already has the adrenaline pumping. But like the adrenaline pumping game that everyone wants, and they do they want Busan? Is that what they're saying?
I mean, Busan is where we have to go. They have no choice in the matter. Our tiebreaker is set, so we are going to be deciding things on Busan. So Etherblade doesn't seem too happy about that, but it's not his decision, unfortunately. We're going to be headed there no matter what. So get used to it. Deal with it.
Yeah, deal with Busan. Learn how to play it. Come on.
Yeah, well, it's definitely I for one like Busan, so I'm excited to see things end up here.
Sparkle Muffins is getting a little bit paranoid right now.
Don't you just love a little dose of a reminder of your own mortality while playing Overwatch?
I just love when you're in the middle of like just playing an Overwatch game, you just have a brain aneurysm, die on the spot.
Yeah.
Just girl things.
That's my favorite.
Just gamer things. No.
Look, that's how I want to go.
So we are on Busan. I think Busan's actually a pretty fun map, but like that, I don't remember what the map's name is, but the one that has like the really open space that I don't remember what it's called, but like it has the cover that goes up and down. That's one of the annoying maps to play.
It has the what?
The map that has like the shelter or the cover that goes up and down throughout time.
Oh, the shields, so mecha base.
Yeah, mecha base. It's probably one of the most
It's got the
annoying
walls.
maps.
The
Yeah.
RNG of that is hilarious because I've seen that block earth shatters as it comes up right in front of somebody, and that's just got to be a bad feeling.
Honestly,
Like, not great there for the RNG to hit you like that, but we'll see if we even get there. You know, we'll have 3 possible maps here on Busan. So we do actually have a sub coming in for Chocobros. Popcorn coming in for Etherblade on the DPS side of things, and this is kind of interesting to me. I'll be
how Popcorn's been playing DPS. Oh, okay.
maybe. I mean, like it. He's coming in for Etherblade, who is playing DPS. He doesn't normally play DPS, but that's kind of the at least that's the person he's replacing. Maybe that means we're gonna see some triple support in the lineup. Who knows? But we'll find out pretty shortly.
Honestly, do you really need another DPS if your Zenny is just that good?
Not if they're as good as Popcorn, because Popcorn, I gotta say that dude is a monster at times. So I wouldn't mind seeing it. You know, he can definitely come in here and really give Helios a good run for their money here. I have no clue how this last map is going to go. This is this has been such a back and forth series so far, and definitely one of the best I think we've had so far this season.
I think you have a fan base here on Twitch stream, Shaga. You got Capricorn talking you up, saying you're the best caster.
Yeah, I am, of course. I mean, what else would you say about me? Obviously, I'm the best. I'm actually here, unlike Speed Lemon, who said he was.
That's true.
So showing up is half the battle.
Coming to play Bastion last minute is the other half of the battle.
Yeah, sure.
Here we are seeing...
We've seen a ton of Bastion here tonight. It's kind of been ridiculous how much we've seen him. Like, I don't remember a match in recent history that I've watched with this much turret in it.
Hey, I mean, like Bastion, I can feel the team's mentality, and it's this. Wait a minute, Bastion worked on that one map, right? What was it called again? I think it was Volskaya. Yeah. Working on Volskaya. It can work on King's Road, right? I guess. Yeah, let's just run it. See how it runs.
Yeah, I mean it kind of did work it worked on Volskaya or actually it worked for a little while. I mean, eventually it slowed things down, and Chocobros couldn't keep the momentum going forever, but it got them off to a pretty good start on King's Row. I don't know that we're going to see Bastion here on Busan. Seems a little bit unlikely in my mind. Popcorn going to be coming in. Actually will be playing the DPS. Going to match, or actually no, not match Xerxes on the far, because Xerxes is on Ash.
Oh wait, they switched. So now Danny's not going to Ash, but Xerxes is, and Popcorn's going to just taken out by Xerxes. Like, no. Far's my property. Get off. As the extreme aggressive play comes in from Helios right now, it's a little bit too much to even say. We do see Kaya's falls down. It's a sort of a trade right there, but a trade onto the side of Helios has the advantage and the point right now.
Yeah, and Popcorn has had enough already. The FAR experiment is over. Xerxes has asserted his dominance, and Popcorn now on the Hanzo. Double sniper setup here for the Chocobros. Danny up on the high ground right now, uncontested, but Derpin looking for an opportunity to dive, perhaps.
Yeah, so Derpin's sort of waiting. He's looking for healing, decides like, you know what, I won't deal with it. I'm just gonna go in and do a lot of cleave damage. Pikachu, on the other hand, has been doing his job as a because of his aggressive style, but to knock him 1 kill thanks to support being able to come in last second and really deal in the damage. Now, like we said, Danny was on the high ground, sort of gets taken out, and this fight is sort of going onto the side of Helios right now. But there is still possibility for the comeback of Chocobros, but with Popcorn falling down and King's Outlaw following suit, it just doesn't seem like it's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, they are gonna have to turn tail and run, and I like the way that Helios were playing around the Widowmaker from Danny. They just weren't really giving him the sightlines to decide we'll fight on point. This is a map where you can take the Widowmaker out of play a little bit by just avoiding, giving her the opportunities, especially when you control the point, and Danny has recognized that. He's swapping off to the Tracer.
Yeah, really, I think probably one of the better plays is the plays that you don't make, but oh my god, the plays that you make is Magikarp! Get a bomb up on both the supports. They try to hide, but honestly, you can run, but it's gonna get you either way, apparently, as Helios is gonna be taking their claim in for a few more percentage. I think there's only one more fight left in store.
No, absolutely. It's got to be here or now for the Chocobros. Pretty light on ultimates for Helios here as we come into the final fight. Chocobros wrapping around the back, trying to get here with most of their team, but K-Pop already out of the mech.
Ooh, K-Pop already out. We do see the Primal come out. He tried to boop someone up, but it's not good enough. Xerneas already taken out K-Pop. Popcorn falling down low, but able to actually take out Magikarp of his sort of a 1v1 going on right now as we hit overtime. Both teams doing extreme amounts of damage, but Helios is coming up barely up on top. 2 more kills left, and it seems like Helios will be taking the first map.
Yeah, Danny's still here to buy them a little bit of time, but will get dealt with. Too many remaining members of Helios. And that was a convincing one here on downtown, rather, of Busan. So now they've got 2 opportunities to close this one out and get their second win of the season.
Definitely it. Ooh, it just seems like it's going to come out. So we're not going to be seeing Mech. Mech is going to be saved for last if we do get to that. But I think, so Popcorn switching off again, I think the reason why Chocobros is having such a hard time right now is because Popcorn really doesn't know what he should be doing.
Fair, I suppose. They were having a lot of problems, to be fair, there on downtown. So we'll see if him going over to the Doomfist will be a little bit of an answer here. Perhaps, he doesn't have to be as coordinated with the team to play that. He can go in the back on his own and still really do some damage.
Yeah, we do see Xerxes again, just not on the Pharah. Again, like, amazing plays by Derpin. Extremely aggressive. Playing up to a Pharah aggressive, I'd say, as much as Pikachu is. Magikarp already out of mech. On solo getting taken out last second, and there is the stake in the claim that I have been waiting for there. Chocobo winning in whatever they possibly can. Kai falling down, and they put the nail in the coffin right there, forcing Xerxes to switch one more time and gain points.
Certainly, he feels like they need to get a stun on their side of things to deal with Popcorn, and I can't say I blame him. The Doomfist doing pretty well so far, but it was more the front line there in that last fight with Pikachu asserting himself in that tank battle, playing off his normal role, but really showing up here on Busan so far, already up to 75% on that Earth Shatter.
Yeah, I just love the aggressive plays that come off of Pikachu. And as we see, Derpin comes as well, but the one thing that healers and Amora to be doing a lot of damage, they do pop sights, but I just don't think that was necessary, to be honest.
It is going to secure some chase down kills here and make sure that they can keep Helios on the ropes for the time being, which is kind of it's what you need here if you're Chocobros. You're trying to stave off a loss here by getting the win on Shrine, but really deep dive by Kaya there doesn't quite get punished.
Yeah, we do see Kang a little bit too far in. Sparkle him up and they'll get taken out by Ponyo, though, getting the far reach with their beam out right there. Pushing back Helios almost all the way to spawn. Directly back to spawn, actually, as we see Xerxes take the switch off on the far, getting a little bit more comfortable.
This is so proactive from Chocobros right now on their defense. They haven't let Helios use a single ultimate yet this round, and we just hit 80% on the board.
Yeah, it's seeming a little bit iffy as the next fight comes in. The aggressive plays from Different and Pikachu, but okay, really big shatter huff right there. Danny getting taken out, bringing up the blade, beating everyone up like they're straight up pinatas. Cakewalk does get the bomb off, but it's nothing too big, as you know. There's still like only really Popcorn and a few other people on point. They might be able to do something with it. It might be able to contest until Danny comes back, but with Cake Pop falling down and the rest following suit, it doesn't seem like it's going to really be.
King Outlaw though is just sitting on top of the drum. They haven't seen him. They finally force him away. He just bought 10% and time for his team to get back in.
Yeah, the point does switch though, and Danny is going to be falling down to Xerxes.
It's true, and the ensuing fight not really gonna work out here for Chocobros. It was a nice effort there from King Outlaw to buy them some time, perhaps get the full 100-0 if they got back in, but it does cost them a little bit in the end as they try to go in aggressively off the back of that. Can't quite do it. They've still got plenty of time though, and really a good war chest of ultimates to work with.
And such a great play. I still can't get over the Kings. We're just sitting out there the entire time. They try to shatter. The shatter is successful. They do get Xerxes. They do get Iron Truck and Magikarp to fall. The nice Trinidad Kai's gonna fall down with his blade out all over the ground, and it seems like it actually is Chocobros gonna be able to get this map. So we are gonna be going down to Mech Factory.
Could it go any other way here? This has been a series that has just gone back and forth the entire time. How could it not go to a third sub-map on a map 5? Like you said, Mecha Base to decide it all here. And this is going to be interesting to me. I want to know what these teams are going to play here. Popcorn could very easily continue on with this Doomfist. I have a feeling after how successful they were on Shrine there that this is not going to be any changes coming in for the Chocobros.
Whoa, no change for Chocobros, but humongous changes for Team Helios. They're Xerxes Donpar instead of Anzaria. They're not running any Mercy.
Wait, what is this comp that they're running?
They changed their entire team.
What is happening here? I don't know what we're seeing. This is so unusual to me.
Is this meta? Are they playing meta? Hold on. We see Kaya fall down to it. I don't know either. As this aggressive Pikachu just straight up blenders up the enemy team. Helios doesn't even know what to do right now. They tried.
Yeah, but they are actually kind of turning it around. Ooh, Pikachu goes in deep for that charge. Gets muffin.
Oh my god, he's using some take dumps out right now. We do see the straight up retake back right there as they what? You might have done the pick on us on the first fight, but we're gonna get you this fight as it's just too good. This unknown comp is too good.
I mean, Chocobros had a good opportunity there, and they might still have it.
Oh my god, it's back and forth over and over again. The shatter comes in. The bomb comes in as well. Magikarp and Iron Truck have both fallen down as the anti-shatter comes, but there's no one to do anything. I mean, the picks are coming off from both sides, but nothing's sticking down really. A lot of things are sticking down really, but Danny's up in high ground, doing what he possibly gets booped down by Iron Shrek right now. So a lot of damage coming up from both teams. A really big grab, I'd say, but no one on Team Helios is really there to back up on it, and I sort of feel like Team Helios is beating Chocobros right now with this unknown comp.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Helios there. The comp that they're playing is designed to kind of win in these scrappy fights. It should theoretically be great at fighting on the point, but when you've got Danny up on the high ground and you've got the Chocobros just being so scrappy, not willing to give up this point, it's really, really hard, especially now with his Bastion just gonna melt the shield of Derpin.
Of course, we have to end it off with a little bit more Bastion. As the point hits 75, Xerxes decided, you know what, I'm done with this. Playing what I'm used to, hopping on far, trying to do whatever they possibly can, but Derpin's already gonna be falling down. Magikarp already gonna be out of his mech, and he's taken out by Pikachu. Pikachu trying to go for Genji right now, dealing so much damage, almost right over, boom him off, getting Iron Trick out of there, and that's not seeming like it's not gonna work. They're trying to do whatever they possibly can, but Chocobros is stripped dealing the damage even though they tried. This is a little bit too good, hitting 97, and it seems like Chocobro is just going to sweep, and they are going to be able to win.
Yeah, they'll deal with Sparkle Muffin ASAP, and it was so close there for Helios. They force it to a map 5. They get the first point here on Busan, but Chocobros, they kind of find themselves over the course of this map. They really take control and win convincingly on Mecha Base as well as on Sanctuary. So really well played to close things out in the clutch. They came through when it mattered most, and they get what I believe is their first win of the season.
Yeah, absolutely great. I wouldn't have rather had any other way with the Bastion, and just leave it off on a little high note.
It was beautiful. I love it. It was phenomenal to watch all night. Chocobros put the Bastion to great use throughout the series, and it was fitting that was what helped them close it out.
That was such a great play, and I already have a few questions for these teams.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. I am absolutely thrilled with what we just got out of that series. These two teams really putting on a show for us.
Honestly, if I want to say anything, that was definitely it. My favorite part of this was definitely the Bastion. As we go into a is this a Widow free for all? Are we going into a Widow free for all?
It's over for these hoes. I'm about to pop.
It's over. No, I'm about to pop. I don't know what I'm talking about. Xerxes, Danny, absolutely nothing compared to my
trash.
No, you're trash. Stop talking. Wait, where are you?
You can't just hunt me.
You got derping out. I see you. I see Danny. Oh, I'm going for him. I got Danny.
Danny got me.
Ooh. All right, we're gonna be bringing Ether Blade here for
Let's do it.
For some interviewee while you guys shoot each other's heads off.
This is gonna be bad. I'm gonna lose focus.
No, I can't lose focus.
This is the most important thing right now. Ooh, I killed Ether. I found him AFK.
Name one thing more important than
Ether, my man. I just killed you.
Ether.
Yeah, I just killed you. And thanks for going AFK for me.
Yeah, man, no problem.
So that was one hell of a series right there.
Yeah, that was actually really fun to watch, and Kaz.
Thank you.
I hope it was fun to play because
very fun, dude.
Yeah. So let's go back and let's talk about how the series kind of started off. Lijiang Tower was a little bit rough for you guys, but things really started to turn around on Rialto. If I remember correctly, it was you getting like a triple kill with the Riptire that really kind of flipped things and kind of started to turn the momentum in your favor.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm so good.
Exactly. I mean, that's the mentality you gotta have. Someone told me in Twitch chat during the game that I'm the best caster, and I absolutely believe that. You gotta believe that you're the best player.
Sit down. I'm the best caster. Trying to act. I'll give you the best color caster. I'll give you that.
I'll take it.
So I honestly have to say either. So your Junkrat is absolutely phenomenal. How do you predict, like, your game must be on top of almost everything right there?
What's your question?
I'm just praising you.
Oh, thanks.
I want to know more. How long do you practice your junk? That's sort of like nutty.
I close my eyes, and I just hold the
You hope for the best.
That's it, man.
You just let it rip.
Just let it rip, Doug?
I can't tell anyone, dude. That's a secret.
Okay,
It's true.
I try to get it out of you.
Honestly, it's not me on my account. I'm on Annie's account. She plays my account.
I got it.
That's
It's all
smart.
It's all her, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate. It's cool to see you sharing like that. Sharing is caring. So.
Yeah, man.
So
I don't know, just practice, man. That's how you get good.
So you guys are without Pyrate now. Are you guys having to adapt in any particular way without having your main tank? Is there a problem with shot calling at all, or Has stuff been difficult without Pi around?
I guess yesterday's match was a little difficult, as you could tell. Popcorn likes DPS. He plays DPS. He plays not Arissa.
Oh yeah.
So it's all Popcorn's fault, you know? That's why we lost.
Okay, we're cool with that. It can always be Popcorn's fault.
Yeah, that I think is always fair, no matter what the problem is. Popcorn's fault.
Otherwise,
Honestly.
shot calling's really good. Yeah.
Now,
So tell me about that. Tell me about that Bastion. Tell me about the Bastion.
What about it?
Yeah,
man?
is that something y'all like planned to do coming into this, or was it a little bit more spur of the moment? How important that was to you guys?
Bastion's always a good pick, man.
I'm not saying it's not. It's
Who
just
called
that
it? Called it
I don't think I see that much Bastion very often.
It's always Danny calling Bastion. That's because he's so good at Bastion, man.
Yeah, I mean, and like, I love the way that y'all are playing around it. The amount of resources that you pump into Danny when he's on that Bastion is kind of unreal.
Yeah. Yeah, he does really well. He's our carry. Thanks, Danny. Oh shit.
so did you come into the series with any specific strats? Because I know back whenever you guys were Kaizen 1.0 and now you're Kaizen 2.0 for the most part. Did you come in with any specific idea of who you wanted to focus or any strats you wanted to follow through?
Nope.
Just YOLO?
Yeah, we just decided to make another team. And
That's great.
that,
Love
dude.
that mentality.
We just made it the other day.
It's like, hey, you guys wanna hop on? Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Dude, I signed up for a tournament. Oh, you didn't mean quick play? No.
exactly.
Have you guys done any scrims yet, or you guys plan on doing practice, or are you just gonna kind of try and YOLO the whole tournament or the whole season?
We don't need to practice, so we don't really.
Oh, we're that good?
Yeah. No, we haven't done any scrims. Just these, man. Just these matches we're doing.
You guys haven't even played any comp? It's like a 6-stack?
Not as we play once in a while as a 6-stack, but not often.
So
like,
where did the Chocobros name come from? I mean,
Enya's addicted to Final Fantasy. That's
that's it.
Fair.
That's
Fair
it.
enough.
She likes to feed her chocobos 8 hours a day. Every day. That's not a joke. 8 hours, guys.
That's
a lot of
a lot
feeding.
of hours.
it's
We wanted
almost
to
as
do
much feeding as
Chocobos.
she does in Overwatch.
Yeah. Chocohost was a better name, but I don't know if we could use that. Fuck, who am I fighting right now? Is that you?
I don't know, maybe?
Derp in?
No, that's not me. That's Derp Derpin. Yeah, your enemy main tank.
Oh.
Well, it was fun watching you guys tonight, especially a win you guys were able to pull off as opposed to yesterday's little bit of a beatdown.
Yeah,
so,
we were just warming up yesterday.
yeah, it was just a warm-up match or series.
Listen. Poriel carried that game yesterday. Fuck her. Fuck Poriel.
I saw that game yesterday. I was like, huh?
She's so good. I'm so mad at her. No,
Well,
she really did. She shut us down every time.
Finish that fight.
Yeah,
guys.
Porio is definitely a good player. She's a great flex and she's a great off tank for the most part. And,
Yeah, she's alright.
she's alright.
It's fine.
It's fine, dude. Can I plug some stuff or?
Yeah, absolutely. Plug away.
All right, everybody, follow me on Snapchat. It's CORTATO. That's C as in cat, O as in orange, R as in red, T as in tomato, A as in apple, T as in tomato, and O as in orange.
Hey, at least you were consistent.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
my
plug your
Instagram.
team or everybody else? I mean, geez, come on now.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the Ether Blade the time apparently.
Yeah. Follow our team. We're good. We're gonna win this whole tournament as we did the last time, you know. Because we did win that last tournament in that other server that we won.
Yeah. Yeah,
What-
where there was absolutely no issue with pausing in a certain match.
Definitely not.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Something weird. I don't remember what it was about.
I don't know, dude.
But yeah, it
Let's
was
just
kind of
say,
my fault.
I have my shades on, and we're good.
Cool. Well, thank you for joining us. We're gonna pop over to the losing team now and see what they have to say for themselves.
Yeah, they're
So,
losers. That's what they are.
We'll relay that information.
Yeah, we'll make sure. We'll make sure it gets to them.
Thank you
Alright.
for joining us, my man.
Yeah.
You have yourself a good night, man.
See you guys.
Well, let's go grab ourselves some Xerxes apparently. So this is exciting.
Ooh.
This is actually kind of I'm kind of afraid. Xerxes is an acquired taste kind of individual. So
Well, let the stream audience acquire him.
Yes.
Xerxes.
What's up?
How we doing?
Still kicking.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you guys doing? Was that a good match?
Dude, that was a phenomenal match.
It was.
That
Yeah, it was great.
I enjoyed it immensely. I don't enjoy Bastion, I'll tell you that, but I did enjoy that.
As a fair main, I can imagine.
Yeah. And especially having a nice juicy Junkrat the entire game. But still they put in the superpower at the end and they took the win, so good game to Choco.
Yeah. So was the Bastion at all like kind of surprising to you, at least like in terms of how much of it you saw from them?
No, Bastion's a pretty meta character right now, so not surprised.
So what do you plan to do for the? Do you plan to see more Bastion, or do you wanna? What do you guys plan to do? Because you guys sort of struggled up against when that Bastion came out.
Yeah, we struggle. I think we should run more Sombra when they have a Bastion, because that's so strong against it. We didn't really do it, and we did run Sombra, but they weren't running Bastion. They were running Ashe instead, which is like not good when you have Sombra.
So we asked this to the other captain as well. So did you come into this match with any kind of specific strats that you guys want to do besides, of course, you playing Pharah, which kind of is just the strat every time?
Well,
that's
especially if they have a Junkrat, I'm gonna play Pharah. There's a Junkrat on the map, I'm gonna play Pharah. I played as much as I could. I swapped a little bit, as you guys saw. I can play other heroes quite well. Pharah, of course, I hit 4.3 with. So.
Yeah, your hit scan was really on point for a lot of this series. I mean, didn't play all that much of it. Of course, you never really do, but it's good to get to see you to flex a little bit more than perhaps we're kind of used to.
Yeah, we'll see me flexing a good bit more, but this team in particular has a strong Junkrat. Like I said, when that person's on the field, I'm on the field as Pharah.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, he's always been. Sorry, good.
I was gonna say, and then when they swap Popcorn in, I know his Widow's really good, but we didn't really get to see his.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Popcorn Widow in a very long time.
Yeah, his Doomfist is really good too. He plays a lot. He actually used to be on our team for a little bit as a, and then Chocobros formed, and he went and played with them. So good to see him playing the game. A lot of people that played tonight have been here since the start.
For sure.
And it's good to see people sticking around and participating
and even coming
in
back.
The community. Yeah, that's what's important about this game to me, is coming back and playing with everybody and having a good time. And I always appreciate Soldier and how much time he puts in on, the production side and being there for so many games. And then the casters, of course, their time. It's always good to go back and watch. I can't wait to go back and watch. I'm actually going on a cruise tomorrow. So this is kind of my last hurrah. Too bad I can't leave the country with a W, but I'm about to have a W at life.
Well, we appreciate the brown nosing.
Yes, always love that.
You gotta appreciate the people that are outside this.
So, what are you guys doing for the upcoming patch? Do you have any plan for 222? What you guys are gonna do?
Yeah, it's actually the announcement of that threw us off quite a bit because we try to play a good bit of goats, and now that the announcement came out, we're really trying to stick to 222 because I think whatever Overwatch League does, I think all the other leagues will do because everyone wants to be like Al, of course, because that's the highest level of play. So I mean, we're gonna see a lot of me on different DPS heroes for sure, mostly Pharah, but I think we have one of the strongest Mercy Pharah combos, and we're gonna try to play to that.
Absolutely. Now the one and most important, I don't know if it's less a question more than a comment. What the heck was going on with Sparkle?
Oh
With
man,
okay?
the entire
yeah,
match.
yeah. What about that?
up in Cheese Country, I guess they have some tornadoes. And her siren was going off like the entire time she was playing, so that's like
Could you hear it in
she's
your
afraid
comms?
her house is gonna be sucked up. A little bit here and there, but our comms are pretty loud most of the time, and I play with my game like really high sound, so I'm pretty much deaf when I take these things.
That's fair enough. I mean, she
So
pulled it out. I mean, obviously she was able to focus on the game for you guys and keep you guys healed up. So
yeah, let's just
I
say
know it was
right
nail
when
in
we
the
left,
end,
she
but it was a
left.
close
Right
one.
when we lost, she left. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
She
hopefully
had
everything
people
works out.
looking. Sorry, I keep talking right when.
No, it's
LOL.
it happens. It's gonna happen. But anything you want to plug about your team? Any socials? Any shout outs to any particular individuals?
I know I'm gonna miss the Widow Headshot tournament tomorrow. I love playing Widow Headshot, but if anyone's around, come by Revolution for that. I'm not sure what time it starts, but I'm sure our nice staff, if you ask them, they could inform you. But PM Saturn, if you want to do that. I know on the 3rd there's a Lucio Ball tournament. But we just like playing the game and want to keep out there, and we're excited to see what this 222 brings and get out there and play against some of these other teams, see what we can do.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us, and thanks for giving us a great show tonight. It's not very often you get to go to a 5th map, so although the past couple series that we've streamed, it has gone to a 5th map, so I guess that's possibly a good thing with the changes we made with getting teams in their particular divisions. So it's always entertaining to go to that 5th map. Might be a pain in the ass for the production because it's extra time for to do stuff, but hey, it's always a fun
Hey, we
one.
gotta keep you guys busy. What else?
Yeah, right. Gotta keep us honest. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, man.
No problem, guys.
You have a good night.
Have a great weekend.
Enjoy your cruise.
I will, amigo. Unlimited drink package, babe.
Nice. Alrighty then. That was Xerxes, the lovely captain of Helios Diem, which the real captain's really Sparkle, but Xerxes likes to pretend that he's the captain still. So he was hinting off to an event we have going on, and we have a special events going on tomorrow. I believe everything is starting at I think 9 p.m. It's in the announcements channel. We'll announce again as well. We have a little game night with our resident tier 3 hopefully team Turbulence. They'll be doing some browser games, and they'll be doing some pugs with us, so you guys can get in with them and get wrecked by a bunch of 4.3k players. And first off, before all that, we'll be having a little Q&A with the admins. So if you guys want to ask us any particular questions about where we came from, where we're going, what our plans are, anything, just feel free to come up. We'll be on live stream interacting with our audience, and if you want to submit questions ahead of time, by all means, that's cool too. Just shoot us a Revo mail or a DM or something like that, and we'll be glad to answer any questions that anybody has within reason. We're not gonna, we don't want to, with obvious questions that may come about. We don't want to cause any toxicity or BM on stream, but we'll answer to the best of our abilities without getting too crazy.
No
Alright.
toxicity, no BM. When you're talking about Overwatch.
Yeah, I know, right? Jeez, those things don't go together. Anyways, we have. I want to thank everybody for showing up. We the Helios Diem and Chocobros for playing for us tonight, and as always, our lovely casters, Shy Guy for coming in and actually being on time and actually showing up. And Bite Me for last
Imagine
minute
that.
coming in and covering for Speed Lemon, who well, we still haven't heard from, so hopefully he's still alive and not with that tornado.
Yeah, maybe he got hit by. I mean, he is in Texas. They got tornadoes too, so like, you never know. Hopefully he's safe, and we'll get him in here at some point.
What? Sparkle wants to join you? What? No, get out of here, Sparkle. You had your chance.
You had your chance.
You had to say, go on, eat it.
Get out of here. Alright, well, hopefully see everybody tomorrow. Again, we'll post an announcement, and I think it'll be a super fun time. Again, come with questions, come play with Team Turbulence, come watch them BM each other live on air with whatever browser games they're going to be doing. And everybody have, I guess, a good night. Anything you guys want to plug before we go off stream?
I
Follow
want
me
to
on
plug my
Twitter.
boy Shy Guy.
Ooh, I was also gonna plug Shy Guy, but that seems a little overboard right now. So I'm gonna plug my dude, Bite Me.
Oh wow, nice.
Crazy.
And then I also want to plug Soldier for being
I don't have anything. I can't be plugged. I literally have Twitter to only interact with people every now and then here. I don't do social media. I'm not that kind of person. So the social person here is Shape. She does all that good stuff. I just happen to fall into producing. Anyways,
Well, yeah.
thank you guys
for watching, buddy.
Thanks for watching.
yeah, absolutely. Everybody have yourselves a wonderful night.